another one of my friends recently got cheated on in the most messed up, horrifying, disgusting way
Let's
ever.
So we love this.
My best friend, her name is Charlie. She lives with me currently, but we're all moving, so not anymore.
And Charlie's okay with you telling this story.
Yeah,
Shout out Charlie. We fucking love you.
I've already talked to her about it.
Oh my God. Okay.
So basically, she was dating this guy, and he was like a little internet boy, like a long time ago, and you know he has his platform and whatever. But they've been dating for a long time, and Charlie is the best person ever. She just knows everything. She like has a real actual job, which is rare in LA.
God, we love to
She's
see
the
it.
girl we go to when we want to like start a company, or we want to do something, like we just don't know how to like navigate through life. We ask Charlie. She does everything.
She's the woman.
And this boy, he was like years younger than her and just did not have his life together, like at all. She like took him to the DMV to get his license. She like cleaned his house for him, like just saved this kid's life. Basically.
Like,
she just was everything.
raising him while
and
dating him.
She even admits, she's like, yeah, I was literally his mom. Like I was his mom.
Dude,
And we still saw her, so it wasn't like we were like cut off, but she was very much like with him all the time. She kind of lived with him, like I mean, she basically lived with him. And so she wasn't hanging out around us as much. And then she found out last November, after they've been dating for months, some girl DM'd her and was like, you deserve better. And she was like, So we get this girl on the phone, and she's like, I used to be a fan of him. We met at like one of his like tour things back in the day, and he has a private Snapchat account where he sends me inappropriate photos, and like he said he was gonna fly me out, and like tells me he likes me and all this stuff. So she goes and looks at his phone. She's like, do you have a private Snapchat? He was like, no, I don't. She was like, give me your phone. She goes in his phone, hundreds of girls, of fans, of literal fans, hundreds of fans in his Snapchat, sending literal photos of his penis to these girls who knows, some of them could have been underage. I'm not gonna like try to frame him as like a child predator, but like
you don't know they're
and regardless, why are you doing, like, fans idolize you and you're like using them for it just disgusts me. It disgusts me. So he's like, I'm sorry, I need help, like I'm really sorry, like I'm gonna stop. She gets back together with him.
No,
I know. And then we find out in May, so
he's doing it again.
Well, we found this out like a couple weeks ago. She gets another DM, and it's the same thing, a different girl.
You deserve better.
You deserve
she's
better.
Like, oh my God,
and she's
I'm
like,
taking.
She replies, and we get this girl on the phone.
I love that you guys are getting these bitches on the phone. Like, I fucking love this shit so much.
I love that they want to come to her and tell her,
right?
like, thank God.
Me too. And I love that you guys are open enough to like, because some girlfriends, I talked about it on one of my last episodes. I was like, there are some girls that will be like, no, my man's like would never cheat. I'm like, no, stop calling him first of all your man's, and second of all he would cheat. So
he literally would.
He literally is.
Literally would.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh no, but this girl had the same story, pretty much the same story.
The Snapchat again.
Sent us receipts and was like, yeah, like he had a private Snapchat, and we were like, when did this happen? She was like, May. So not only did he do this in November, but he lied about it the entire time she was living with him, sleeping next to him. And when she would go to work, he would be sending photos of his dick to fangirls.
Dude, okay, I'm sorry, Daddy Gang, hello, this is amazing. This is what we live for. First of all, what a little bitch boy. Second of all, what a little bitch boy. And third of all, I love that you're calling him a boy. You're not even referring to
He is a boy. He's a little boy.
How old is he?
I think he's 20, okay. 19.
I am, there's so many things to unpack here. First and foremost, I love that you so casually, like, and then we got her on the phone. Like, what? Can you please explain to me? So, like, did she message the girl back and be like, can I call you?
She messaged the girl back and was like, is this about
blah, blah, blah. Right.
Whatever. And the girl was like, yeah, like, can I call you? And so we called her. But yeah.
I have so much respect for girls that are the other girl that reach out and do it in like a very nice way. Like, I'm assuming the way you're making it sound, like the girl that reached out, she wasn't trying to be like, you're real, like it's embarrassing, like your boyfriend. No. She was like, bitch, I want to help you out.
She was so nice. And he wasn't really public about their relationship. Okay. So girls had to kind of like snoop around to find out. Okay. So she like had her ideas, and she sent us screenshots of her being like, oh, you're on vacation with Charlie, like you lied to me, you said it was a family vacation. And he was like, no, it's not like that, like I'll call you when I get home, to like this girl. And he would say that he was only talking to her and they weren't dating, and like he'd be like, keep it on the down low. Like, I saw screenshots of all this stuff. It's crazy. Ooh, this is why I'm like, men are disgusting. They're disgusting. And the fact that you can do that not once, you're doing it for a certain amount of time, right? You get caught, you say you're never gonna do it again, and then you do it again. And also, she didn't even break up with him because of this. She had broken up with him at the point when that girl contacted us. She just broken up with him that day. But it wasn't because of this. She didn't even know about any of this. She broke up with him because he just wasn't treating her right and just treated her like garbage.
And then she found this out and she's like, oh, good thing I broke up with him.
Exactly.
Then she gives him another chance. I think it's also so fucking pathetic because you're telling me this story and I've had a similar situation happen to me when the guy is like, I need help. I need help. And like, I promise you,
go
like,
to therapy.
It's like, hold on. You need help because you cannot refrain from sending pictures of your dick to other women. Why don't you just send it to your fucking girlfriend? Oh wait, no, that's not enough. Yeah. No, I gotta reel him out to all the fans.
He loves the validation of it or something. I don't fucking know.
That is a man that is sick, insecure, and like, he could have the most amazing fucking girlfriend and he will never be satisfied and he needs to look for validation from other women.
I'm not even kidding. Charlie is perfect. Like, I would date her. Like, I
so hot.
Love
amazing,
her.
Amazing.
Great. Huge tits.
Huge tits.
Huge tits. So nice.
Soul.
Huge tits. Huge soul. Huge heart.
Huge heart. Dude, that first of all, Charlie, if you're out there, I would love to meet you. You sound like an amazing woman. Second of all, for a man to say he needs help. No. You don't need help. You literally are just a sick fuck that like you aren't going to be happy in a monogamous relationship, and you literally should just own that and just know that like you are a sick fuck cheater and like that's what it is.
I posted about like what happened with this. I like kind of posted something cryptic on my story about it because I was gonna call him out and I kind of did, and then I just felt bad. So whatever, his friends like attacked me and they're like, how dare you? I was like, you don't know the full story, but whatever, I'll delete it just because like whatever.
You don't want the drama.
But I posted something.
But now you're talking about it here on Call Her Daddy.
Whatever.
I love it. No, I love it.
But I posted something about like how men in power. I think you replied to my story and you were like, let's talk about this.
I was like, let's do it.
Yeah, and how they like people are abusing like their power and like cheating and lying and no one ever knows. And one of my friends, my guy friends, replied to my story and was like, what about like Jada? Like that situation's like huge right now. Like that's the biggest. I was like, that's like one in.
You're like, first of all, the entanglement situation. We're not even gonna go there because like, what is that whole situation?
We don't know that.
That's a one-off. Okay, for the most part, historically speaking, it is men that are the cheaters, and that is why I say here on Call Her Daddy, okay, cheat first. It's the cheating Olympics. Who can cheat first? Now we're gonna take back the power, and women, we are going to cheat first. Obviously, I'm not like telling women to cheat, but it's like a joke. I'm always like, cheat or be cheated on, because it's like everyone gets so fucking mad at me for talking about cheating so much, and they're like, Alex, like I've read on forums, I've read on Twitter, girls get mad at me and they're like, you act like it's happening everywhere. It is happening everywhere. And the girls that think that it's not happening to them, a lot of times it's happening to you. So before you fucking shit on me for talking about it on my podcast almost every fucking episode, why don't you go through your man's fucking phone?
Every single one of my best friends. The reason I don't like relationships is because I've seen all of them go through the most fucked up, like that story I just told you, that's just one. All of my friends,
oh my god,
all of my friends have stories like that or more fucked. And the worst part is that they date these guys that like have followers or have careers, and then when they break up, everyone's like, oh, like everyone thinks that my friend Kelsey like cheated on her ex-boyfriend, and she never ever
and they blame the woman.
Cheated on her. Yes,
but the women, that is such a good fucking
it's
topic.
So messed up.
The men that have the platforms.
Yes.
Then they're so glamorized and romanticized, and everyone looks at them like they're gods. And so naturally, I remember when it happened to me with the one guy that I was public with. People were like, "Oh my god, like you're like good for you for getting rid of her." And I'm like, Kate, if only you knew the fucking story and who broke up with who. Like that is not the truth, and you all think that I got dumped. Like no, that's not the whole story. But they go and just support the person that's more public and has more followers, and it's the stupidest fucking thing. And it's always like for the poor girl that's just like left to the fucking wings.
It's crazy. And also like a lot of guys, they convince themselves that they didn't do anything wrong, and they don't tell their friends the whole story. Like I see the side of I see the messages, I see the fights, I see them like being actually like physically abusive to my friends. Crazy shit. Like I see crazy fucking shit.
Olivia!
And I can't like, what can I do about it? No one's gonna fucking believe me. It's nuts. Like
that is true.
It's nuts.
No, that's actually so crazy. I feel like you're like literally the girl that's just like sitting around watching, and it's kind of sad because you saying that you've had all of your friends get so fucked over. I obviously like I don't know you too personally, but I feel like you're like a very good friend.
I'm just crazy. Like all of my friends' ex-boyfriends are so scared of me because I will like walk up to them and be like, "Hey,"
you're like, "What are you doing?"
I'm like, and I mean,
you're posting them on your story.
I'm just like exposed. Like I don't care. I will. Like they've all had me blocked at some point.
Oh
like
my god,
they'll run. Like they literally will run away from me at parties or something. I'll just go up and be like, "Hey."
I love that. No, but you're that girl that like I think I always talk about. I think it's so important to have a real at least one really good girlfriend. I think like it's sometimes people write into me and they're like I kind of like I don't really have a lot of friends, etc. You don't need to be the girl that has like 1,900 friends. Like if anything, those girls sometimes are the ones that like don't even have an actual real friend.
Yeah,
but like having a best friend like Olivia, I feel like you are going to bat for your friends, and I fucking hate those kind of friends that won't stick their neck out for their friend because they're like I don't want to get involved in the drama.
He didn't do anything to me.
He didn't do anything to me.
Oh, but like he's always been really nice to me. Like, oh, he hit you, like, but he's like, never hit me.
He didn't hit me.
I don't really have a reason to be mad at him. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, what? If our friend is going through anything with a fucking man, you stick up for your fucking friend. I hate those bitches that can never take a side and are so neutral. Like
because they don't want to. You don't want to lose a friend. Like you don't want to lose an abuser as a friend.
Right.
Oh, what a great friend! Oh, they're so fun. You can go to parties together and get drunk, and you maybe.
Dude, that is. Oh my god. Okay, so
I get so heated. I'm like shaking right now.